Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 25th of April. Jupiter, your ruler, Mars located in your sign, along with Saturn, are all in retrograde. Jupiter has the brakes not only on, but it's also in a square with Saturn. Saturn is the planet of structure, but of course also of restriction. Jupiter's in the part of your horoscope to do with success. Saturn in your own sign is asking you to narrow your focus, so it's square with Jupiter is a bit repressive in terms of opening up the clutch and demonstrating how talented you are, and particularly as far as work and professional interests are concerned. There is also the continuing square between Mars in your sign and also Neptune. Mars was giving you tremendous thrust. Now it's rewinding and being affected by Neptune for all of April, and it's going to be right through to the early parts of May. Some of your desire to show what a cut and thrust person you can be has been muted by the swirling mist and wateriness that is Neptune. And you can imagine with Mars being fiery and your sign being fiery too, it's not really great. It's just dampening down the neat drive that Mars would ordinarily give you. And also Mars and Neptune can be a very confusing, sometimes, as I've explained before, deceptive link. Now that deception could just be about not really understanding what you want for yourself. So with all this going on, what is the big picture? Well, the big picture, funnily enough, Sagittarius, is actually the small picture, because the Sun and also Mercury are in the part of your horoscope which is asking you to concentrate on details. Mercury also goes into a retrograde itself on Thursday, and sometimes the smaller issues and situations can frankly bore you, because you're someone who loves excitement, new experiences and challenges. So being brought down to base level to pick over every single tiny facet isn't something that would ordinarily excite you very much. But the more you can kind of engage with this and accept that this is where your year is at, in other words, it's perhaps not quite as exciting and dramatic as you would like, the more you can actually make progress. But it's not that life has had no excitement, because last week may have seen something really quite helter-skelter around your love or social life. And there's a bit of that still reverberating as this week begins. But I think the planets are really calling out to you to get your head down and focus on those details, because the more you do, the more it's going to give you the foundation to actually go on and make the most of your of the rest of this year. So this is all about health, fitness, diet, the structure of things, making sure everything's running very smoothly, that you're looking after yourself, not just in terms of your bodily health, but your psychological and spiritual being too. And with Mercury starting to twist backwards, it's possible that there are going to be some frustrations around your work. Your nervous system could be a little bit more run down, could be slightly more subject to colds and flus, especially with Mars in your sign and being affected so prominently by that watery influence of Neptune. However, there is a transition which occurs on Saturday which is really important, because on that day Venus moves into this sector of everyday structure too. So that's not very sexy at all, but it does ask you to be a bit more self-sacrificing in your approach to other people, to put yourself out slightly more to help others, whilst at the same time maintaining that you're not spreading yourself too thinly, that you're narrowing your focus as much as you can, because I do feel that your energy is going to be quite limited at times this week. And that's reinforced on Saturday too by the quarter moon, which suggests if you do decide that you're going to go into the weekend very virtuously in terms of a do-it-yourself project, and you're going to rush around trying to get everything done quicker and more efficiently than everyone else, the net result could be neat stress. So actually, as this week draws to a close, I think you need to narrow your focus even more. Have a clear plan about what you have to achieve, and if there are some things you can put to one side and just rest, then go for it. And then, once you've had a little bit of a revival and given yourself time to recharge, then go out and have some fun. But I do feel that you do need to, in general, keep things very much in balance at the moment, measure what you're investing in all kinds of situations, and being very mindful of what you fuel your body with and how you look after yourself in general. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.